Okay, so the game has just ended. You see on my computer, game over. That was a wild one. I am very happy that we did not choke that away because we certainly tried our best to. Hello, I'm going to be talking about Tom Brady in this video. Yes, my hair is a mess. Sorry, I was just screaming and celebrating. Wild game, wild finish. We had no business winning that game the way we played in the second half. We definitely got some breaks with the referees, but we won the game, and that's the goal of football. Listen, first things first, you got to give Buffalo a ton of credit for coming back and finding a way to, not win, but force overtime, and they had a real chance to win it. I mean, this was anyone's game. So, they definitely played incredibly well. To me, what I'm going to be doing in this video is talking about Tom Brady because it was an interesting game, right? There was definitely times in the fourth quarter where he did not play particularly well. He also was incredible in the first half, and the only reason this game went to overtime in the first place is because he played one of his best halves of football. And also, you got to give credit to Perriman. I think that's just so cool for Perriman he's the receiver who caught the touchdown. He was, he's been floated around several different teams, but getting a big touchdown in overtime, that has to just feel awesome. So what's crazy about this game is the win differential chart. I said the wrong thing, not win differential chart. What I meant to say was a win percentage chart, like who has the highest percentage chance of winning. Just a very bizarre and wild chart there. But yeah, anyways, let's just get into the film. All right, let's start things off with this one. What's going to happen here, this is just a great example of that Tom Brady being able to, he just been in the NFL for forever, and he makes his reads very well. It looks like this play design is really designed to beat zone coverage, but that is not what Buffalo is running. It's a pretty good disguise. They're actually playing a cover one man here. So while Brady's first read on this play is, he's going to run a play action, then he's going to look towards Godwin, who's running the route that's kind of going further deep over the middle, as a couple other players are running deeper routes designed to, push like a safety and a deep corner further back. But since it's not zone coverage, that's not going to have the same effect than it would if it was zone coverage. Anyways, you're going to see Brady, he's going to run to play action, and at this point, he's looking downfield, and this is when he sort of realizes, okay, it's not the coverage that I initially wanted. It's, not going to be this, easy zone coverage where Godwin's going to be wide open, so I have to look at something else. You then see his eyes shift towards Leonard Fournette, who's his first check down to his right. Fournette isn't really open here, so now he's going to get to his third option. And as you see, once he gets there, he's able to hit Gronkowski, and they pick up a big gain there. So, a Tom Brady hater will certainly use the argument, oh, well, he's just throwing to open guys. But that's also kind of a quarterback's job, is to throw to open guys. So obviously having great receivers makes things easier for him, but it does work both ways. By my unofficial count, by the time it took him to look downfield to him throwing the ball was just 2 seconds, despite going through 3 reads. Pretty good stuff there. We then had this play, which was just absurd. I mean, this was just insane. Brady was absurd here. Mike Evans was absurd here. It's going to be a zone coverage play, and Mike Evans is going to get safety attention here, as he should. It's 3rd down and 5, but you're in the red zone, so, you could take a shot towards the end zone if you want. And so Brady is going to take the snap right here, and he's going to fire one towards Evans. It's a ridiculous catch, but let me show this other angle. This angle will really just highlight how incredible this throw was. I mean, you see how, if that's an inch lower, it's knocked away by Hyde right there, and if it's an inch higher, I don't think Evans is able to pull off the catch, and he got it there in a hurry. It was a complete bullet to get there. That's an absurd throw, and oh, by the way, one of the catches of the year by Mike Evans. It's just kind of not fair that Tampa Bay can pull stuff like that off. Like, no defense can stop that. No defense can stop. If you can put it exactly where you want to, and your receiver can make a great catch, who is also 6'5", so he's taller than you, you just tip your cap and move on to the next play. Also, I want to talk about some rushing, right? I mean, his running ability got some attention. It was kind of odd at times. Like, okay, one of them, it was man coverage. He had a wide open lane in front of him, so he took it. That made sense. This one, I don't think this made sense. In fact, I'm firmly in the camp of, I would much rather see, as a Buccaneers fan, I would much rather see Tom Brady throw the ball away on 3rd and 2 than take a hit to get a first down in a game in the regular season. I think that I'd rather have a healthy Brady. That's my opinion there. But Brady's going to do something else on this play. It's a zone coverage play with an extra man dropping back into coverage. So that's worth noting. Only a 3-man rush here. And so Tom Brady's going to take the snap, and you see that he steps up in the pocket because he spots the 3-man rush. And at this point, like, you look at the top right-hand corner of the screen, Mike Evans is wide open. Like, okay, you're not always going to, see everyone who's open. But in fact, I'm looking at this. It looks like there's 3 Tampa Bay players who Brady could hit. While I'm giving Tom Brady a lot of love and a lot of praise for a lot of his decisions, and for the most part, they were very good. This is kind of an example of you can always find bad examples of anybody doing anything. Brady's going to decide to run with this, despite the fact that there's 2 Buffalo players who are clearly paying attention to him. I don't know why, but that's what he's doing. And Brady jukes one out and runs over the other one, kind of. Loosely runs over for Tom Brady standards and gets the first down right there. So, hey, it worked out. You didn't get hurt and you got the first down. No more of that, though. Let's throw the ball to an open receiver instead, I think. One like this I found fascinating. So, it's going to be man coverage, and you have Mike Evans, who's running a deep route towards the sideline. And, in fact, the first thing I thought of when I saw this play was this is the exact same play that was one of his interceptions from in the NFC Championship game that he got crushed for. Like, so watch what happens. There's going to be not exactly a free rusher, but linebacker on halfback is able to win this matchup well, so Brady has to just get rid of it right here. You see Mike Evans is not open. This is just saying a prayer for your, really good, really talented wide receiver. But it's a 3rd down, and while you are in field goal range, there's times when you can kind of take these chances, and this is one of those times where you can take this chance. As you see, Brady does throw it up, and this is just Mike Evans doing Mike Evans-like things and making the catch. So, again, that one's kind of one of those weird ones where was it sort of just, bizarre play? Yeah, it was. But it's also like I could easily swing this and say, it's Tom Brady doing some good stuff by knowing when to throw the ball up there. Would I, use this if it was someone other than Brady? Maybe not, so I probably shouldn't use it for Brady, but, kind of fascinating. Something like this was certainly a big play at the time. It's going to be a 3rd down and 6, and it's not even the most difficult play, but it's a very important one where you see the concept, and basically the whole way this play is designed is to go over the middle to Mike Evans. That's what you want to have happen against this cover 3 zone blitz, which is what the Bills ran a lot more of in the second half was, not this exact coverage necessarily, but a lot more zone, which I think makes sense. You just don't have the corners who can, man up against Tampa Bay, although it's not like they were doing that too much, in the first half either. I mean, you're trying to play zone, it makes sense. However, Tampa Bay is going to convert right here. Just there's so many options that you have to cover. It allows Evans to get open there. So, really good stuff by, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense on that one. A crucial 3rd down and 6, moving the ball down the field. You don't want to give them the ball back this point up 14 immediately. You want to at least get another 3 points, which they would do. Obviously, we can talk about some negatives. I mean, this play wasn't spectacular by any means. It's going to be a man coverage play, and you have Cameron Brate running over the middle. And it's just going to be, it looks like it's just a missed throw. Look, there is a blitz. It's a cover 1 man blitz, and Brady throws. And it looks like he just threw it a bit behind, and Brate, he actually got his hand in there, which saved the interception, but he can't get there because it was just behind him. So that could have been a very bad interception had it been intercepted. Tampa Bay was able to, pull it off and not get that one picked. This one was a tough one. I mean, it's so close, but you got to make this one, off balance, but Godwin was there. You make that throw, and that's pretty much a dagger at this point. You get the first down. It's not quite a dagger, but you're in field goal range at the very least. Worst case scenario, you're only up 6, or you're up 6, but with, 2 minutes left, and the Bills have no timeouts left. That's worst case scenario. So that one was tough. Also, this play, after they converted on 3rd down, that got called back due to offsetting penalties. Brady gets sacked here. Can't really tell from this angle, but it looks like just nothing was open. It was a cover 2 man Buffalo was in. They haven't ran that a lot this game, so that's kind of, good job on a big play to run something they haven't seen yet this game and get the sack right there. So good job by Buffalo on that one. Obviously, you never want to take a sack, but it's actually not the worst thing in the world to take a sack here, I would say, simply just because it's better than turning the ball over or even an incompletion. But still, you would have much rather had, if there was a chance to throw it and get a completion, Brady would have taken it. So yeah, very fun game. What did you guys think of it? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.